Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain, back for some more Dungeons & Dragons Online. So here we are again in Wilkes Manor, which is located in the Inspired Quarter. Now the next quest here, this one you only get, so from Valken here, you can only pick up the quest once you've done the quest for Talbron. So let's jump right in here, and this one here, we are going to go into a quest inside of Jeets' mind. It's kind of scary thought, but here we go. Now, this is actually probably my favorite one of this chain, just for the uniqueness of it. There's also a lot of optionals that can be done in this quest. So, the first thing here, we're gonna want to buff up, and we're gonna kill this first group of spiders that are right up top here. Now, in order to get all the optionals, you do need to have somebody who can use D-Door. Luckily enough, I do have access to the D-Door spell, or rather skill, through the Shadow Dancer tree, so we will be able to do them all, and I'll definitely be able to show you everything here. It's just, yeah, it's a lot of fun. So once we're done fighting everybody here, we're going to want to talk to Jeets here. It's mentioning that he's trapped, doesn't know what's going on. So the next little bit, we actually want to hop underneath everything. And you want to land in this little kind of portal here. So that'll send you underneath. Now inside here, we're actually going to have Dreamy Bacon. So it's Jeets' bacon. Now, whoever picks it up, you do want to put it on your quick bar, as you will need that in the end fight. Now from here, you just want to head through the mirror, and it'll port you back up top safely. Now, with these paths, we have 3 distinct paths that we got to go through, and you do got to go through all of it. But if you go around the back end, it'll actually send you into an alternate variation of that location. So we're going to start by the front with the bottles here. So we're going to start on this one, and this is going to take us into a bar. So here we're going to head through, and we're going to start breaking the barrels. That'll turn all these people into dream spiders. Standard beatdown at this point. Alright, now once everybody is defeated here, so again, we're in the bar. Ooh, we got one more here. There we go. We're going to head through this door here, which is going to be our first one. Now in here, as you see, we have a whole lot of guys. Go ahead and take them out. And we're also going to have a little kind of incorporeal little treasure chest. So once everybody dies, we'll be able to go ahead and loot this. In it will be a blue key. Alright, now from this point, we want to head just a little bit further in, which will put us off to our left here, and through this door. As you'll notice, it is locked. You do want to pick the lock and head on inside. Now inside it'll be another little tavern. And this tavern will have a gold key. Picking up the gold key will kind of upset the individuals, transforming them into these dream crawlers. Now, once you have the gold key, and once you've completed once you have the gold key, and once you've killed everything in this room, you're gonna actually want to use Dimension Door and exit before completing. So we're going to use the D-Door, and we're going to exit before we complete. Now the reason being is with these optionals. So for example, we were on this side with the bottles. The key for this one will open up a secret door in the side that has the coins. Then there's a key in the coins that will open up a secret door for the one in the bottles. If you complete the side, the mirror will no longer transport you. So in order to get that, our next bit, we're actually going to head over here and head behind the mirror that has our coins. Inside here, we're going to come across a big door. Immediately, the gold key will unlock this door. Inside, we have our greed monster, and we're going to go ahead and kill that. Now, once it dies, it will give us our big old loot box and provide us with a little bit of extra loot. And then at this point, what we want to do, rather than completing the rest of the bar section, we want to actually head around and complete the rest of this side. As we've now gotten the key, we'll want to complete this side getting the other key for the bar. So it's kind of, that's why you need the D-door, because if you do complete it, then it won't let you through. Alright, so now we want to be back on the main side, and we're going to head through the coins on the proper side, and here it's going to lead us through kind of a trap path. Now what you can do is if you run ahead of Jeets, now again, watch out for the traps, you can actually run ahead of Jeets, making your way to the treasure chest first. Clicking on it, you'll get a dreamy treasure. He'll kind of be like, oh, you got here first, not fair. He's going to move on to the next one. Now you also see there are some traps. So if you're wanting to go through that, definitely helps. There are also some levers which will activate the traps. And again, the same thing, wanting to head your way through. You're going to want to touch the chest, get the dreamy treasure. Now here's that skeleton key. That'll be our key that we need in that other section. So again, we'll grab the trap box. We'll open up the trap, and you just want to run through. Again, watch out for the spikes. Grab the second box. Keep heading through, and we're going to get to the big treasure. Now again, you can loot the chest, get the dreamy treasure. Before Jeets, he's going to come in and be like, oh, you got here again. Oh, no fair. But he's like, there's lots of gold here. And then we're going to have our end of this side boss fight. So here we go. We just got to wait for the end fight here. He's going to get a little upset. Now, as we're fighting him, he is going to spawn in some randos. Or if we kill him fast enough, he just might not. Once he dies, this section, his greed is going to go, and he's basically going to start waking up, which is what we're wanting him to do. So we'll talk to him here, and then he's going to be freed from his treasure fantasy. At this point, we're going to want to head through our door. Now, this is what I was mentioning before. At this point, there is no longer a mirror on this side. So if we did not do the optional, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So now that we have the skeleton key from that side, we can head around to the back, head on in here, and do the optional. So we'll unlock the chest, and here we are. So now it's the skeleton is his closet, so a lot of nice little bits. Here we go. So again, nice little bit of loot, just random loot, nothing special, but nice little bit of experience for that. Once we're done here, we're going to exit, head back around, and then we're going to actually finish off this side here. So this is where we had left off. This here is going to be the end room. This is what we used that blue key that we had looted earlier in this section for. And again, we just got to break the barrels to start destroying his fantasy. Because, hey, he wanted pints and women up the wazoo. Well, he's got treasure, he's got pints. I'm sure you can guess what the last one we're going to be doing. So again, just spawns in a bunch of guys. You're going to want to kill Vindan. Now he can spawn as any elemental type. This time we got him as red, so fire. Ultimately, it can change time to time, so... just kind of watch out for that fire damage, as it does heal him. And then once he's dead, kill off the rest of the trash. You should find Jeets somewhere. Alright, as soon as we started breaking the thing, he left. So yeah, from there, we're just going to head through the portal. And now the tavern side is done. So as again, portal's down. Now the last one we have here, it's kind of got some steam. It is a spa. Now this one, on the back side of this one, if you want to come here as well, there, Darkonius. On the back side of this one, once we go in, it's actually going to be a nice little respite and a shrine. Now as you see, everything is absolutely upside down here, but it does let us use our shrines. So this is the only place there is a shrine, so I do recommend doing this one last. At this point, once you're done shrining, head on out. And then you can head and actually do this side here. So you're going to want to head back around, buff up, and head in. Well, it looks like Z-Bub was called away there. Alright, so once we're in here, this is his women fantasy. So here he is, surrounded by a whole bunch of women, just being doted on. Now there is a little bit of a safe spot. If you have the jump, you can actually hop up here, and then up on top. So there's a few ways you can get there here as well. But you can hop up top, and it kind of gets you a little bit safe. But here, we want to talk to him. He gets all upset, and all these little women around him, being Sellymass, which, if you remember from the other bit, it's kind of all the little gals that he met throughout his trips that he kind of has a crush on. Now, once you defeat them, it's going to kind of spawn in some bigger bad bosses. And again, this guy will spawn in some waves of guys. Once everybody is dealt with, you can talk to Jeets again, and he's gonna take off. So we're gonna grab our loot. As you see, yes, we still have the event going on. It's still just day 3, and we have a couple of rem chest too, which is very nice. Alright, now once you grab the loot and you've kind of set them all free, we're going to exit the spa and head back to the center here. Now at this point, Jeets is free out of his bubble, and we'll actually be able to talk to him here. At this point, he mentions, hey, saving my bacon, and yeah. He's going to head off towards where we had entered the quest, and unlocks the door. But as he does, this big thing right here, the Devourer of Dreams, is going to step by. And I just think this guy looks cool. So yeah, he kind of just says, hey, we're not ready to release him. Bring it on. So after he's done his conversation, we'll be able to actually head through the door that Jeets was heading through. So there he goes. It kind of disappears. Kind of changes to a nice little portal, and we can head through. Now, as soon as we head through, whoever had the bacon, you can actually use the bacon and summon it. And it'll summon these guys here, his inner id, to assist us. Now this fight, what it's going to be is we got the damsel in distress, and we just got to power her down. As you're fighting her, it is going to spawn in a whole bunch of other people, and throughout the fight, she herself is not actually going to attack you. But it is going to spawn in, as you see, Super Ego, a bunch of egos there. Oh, give Zebub just a moment to actually get back. As well as you'll see Jeets there as well. He's going to be attacking you. He's not liking what's going on. So yeah, so with this here, if you want to take out all the egos and everybody else, obviously by all means do so. But she'll eventually just spawn in more and more and more of them. And as you'll notice, she also heals too, so it can be a fairly difficult fight if you're not preparing. You see she's spawning in more egos, and we'll continue to just spawn them and spawn them and spawn them. Now, what we're going to do here is we're just going to power her down, and once she dies, that's going to be, everyone else is going to disappear immediately, leaving just Jeets left. He's going to be like, hey, what's going on? We can talk to him and he will wake up. At this point, the Devourer of Dreams is like impressive, whatever. And that is the end of the quest. So as you see, 18 minutes, 23,000, and you definitely see why this quest is really kind of my favorite. The only disappointing part is the end chest here. As you see, it doesn't actually contain loot, but just crystal shards, which, I mean, it makes sense. We're inside his mind. We really don't want to take too much out. He's doesn't seem too stable to begin with. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a blast, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, all.